Afternoon, good evening. It's a little windy day out here today. I'm saying? Juneteenth. You know, if you haven't hit that like or subscribe, hit like, subscribe, and more from you. But we're gonna dive. We're gonna dive right into it though, for real. The puffy trial been going on for damn near about a month. Okay, about a month, and it don't seem like there's no real hard evidence against this man. You know, they they doing this, they doing that, they doing this, they doing that. But I really haven't seen no real hard proof. You know, no proof, no hard proof of a RICO act. There's no, they don't have no solid evidence because a few of the people have been lying on the stands. A few of them have been, so all of them, from what I've been hearing, is consensual. It's been a consensual act with everything. Once you pay the money, if y'all don't know, if I give you some money for something and you know what it is, and you still take the money, okay, you are, it's almost like aiding and abetting a felon. You feel what I'm saying? Just like the little boy that shot the cop out here. All right. Now, prime example. He ran to a house, 800 yards from the house. They hit him. They hit him. You know what I'm saying? Harboring a fugitive. They're going to jail right along with him. Now, in Puffy's situation, because he got money, I'm gonna give you some money to do this freak off. Are you cool with that? Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay. That's so you're cool with all the freak offs. You're cool with everything. Once you take the money, man, I just feel like once you take money, man, that case is closed. What are you telling? What are you telling about? What are you really talking about? If you took some money from me to do whatever, now I'm the guilty one. You know what I'm saying? So I've been saying it. I've never seen nobody go to jail for having a freak off. Hugh Hefner never went to jail. Hugh Hefner never. They never questioned Hugh Hefner. And if y'all remember, everybody who was anybody was at the Hugh Hefner parties. The grotto, that grotto was a freak off. Nobody talked about Hugh Hefner. Nobody mentioned Hugh Hefner. And he was going to get the girls young. Them Playboy bunnies, they was young. Because once they hit a certain age, they gone. They gone. Once they hit like 21, 20, you know what I'm saying? They out of here. We want you, we want you 16, 17. You know what I'm saying? We want you young, vibrant. Nobody never said nothing. They said nothing about Hugh Hefner. That's because he played by the rules. So y'all don't understand. Plus, he didn't play by the rules. It ain't got nothing to do with freak offs and none of that nonsense. He didn't play by the rules. As black as black men in power, you gotta abide by the rules. And this is what they do. You know what I'm saying? Bill Cosby. Now, they hemmed Bill Cosby up from the 1960s, hitting people with roofies. 100 females came out and said Bill Cosby hit me with a roofie. Nah, see, they wanted the oil of Bill Cosby's land. Bill Cosby land is in oil, and he was trying to buy NBC. He kept trying to buy NBC. They like, nah, we got you. We got something for you, nigga. Cosby Show, yeah, Cosby Show, your ass in jail. That's what they did. R. Kelly different. See, he had a team of motherfuckers behind him, but he the man, so we gonna bring the man down. But they never went after the parents with R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? The parents, they never went after the dad or the mom. They went after R. Kelly. Well, the mom and dad, the one who gave the kids to R. Kelly. Again, they got paid. Once the money run low, now we want to start telling. That's just like in life. That's like with anything. That's like with anything in life. You know what I'm saying? Once the money good, we good. We ain't look that like when you get your income taxes, y'all balling when you get your income taxes. You ain't even worried about it. You ain't worried about it. As soon as that money get low, you start doing everything to get that money back. So, the puppy trial, a month, 26 days then. 26 days of the puppy trial. No hard evidence. Now, what's going on? The crazy part is, they said my puppy done paid the juror. He trying to get a mistrial. They done leaked information to the public. You know what I'm saying? They doing all crazy. They doing all types of crazy shit. You came out here with me? All right. They did all types of crazy stuff, man. And now what? What? Now if he walk, then what y'all gonna do? Because I don't see no evidence. I don't see where they got hard evidence. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really be watching it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just to me, we ain't even got all the facts. We got hearsay. He said this, she said that. 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 I don't never remember hearsay being permitted in court. You can't go off of hearsay. Well, I heard that. Well, so and so told me that. Well, Junebug told me that Ray was over there. Nah, that's hearsay. You can't go off of hearsay. I ain't never known nobody go off of hearsay. What's up, bossy wish? Hello. I ain't never heard nobody go off of hearsay, but again, we need proof. Proof. Y'all have proof. R. Kelly he had a building. He had a building full of young girls. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's easy. We got you on tape to hit the young girl. That's easy. You know what I'm saying? That's easy. This puppy thing, come on, man. It's getting ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Either he guilty or he ain't. If they had real proof, I'm quite sure he'd have took a plea deal. If they had enough evidence, if they had 100% evidence to convict this man, he'd have took the plea deal. They said Rico. He's like, oh, now run that. You can just prove it. You got to prove it's a Rico Act. You have to prove. You got to prove it. You got to prove it. Just because I'm having freak offs don't mean nothing. Who was the one? The one lady was the funniest. The one. She been around for years. She old. She's like, well, he hung me out the balcony and But Puffy was at the Bad Boy tour in New York. Crazy part is Kathy found the same case. You know what I'm saying? Like baby girl, but nigga, Puffy was at the Bad Boy tour in New York. It's documented. That's one lie. Uh, Jane Doe. We all know who Jane Doe is. We know who that is. Jane Doe is 50's ex. What other ex don't like Puffy, and what ex Puffy don't like? Let's keep that. Let's keep that real. There's an ex out there that Puffy don't like. Well, it can't be no average nigga. So it would have to be who's ex? 50's ex. So what do 50 ex do to get back at 50? She go fuck with Puff. What do Puff do to get back at 50? He fuck with the ex. Give you some money, you know what I'm saying? Get this freak off on. Okay. She gets mad because she at first didn't want it to be public that they was messing with each other because of the ex, I guess. But then when Puffy messing with Little Miami, but no, he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know they ain't telling y'all I'm gonna make you a star. Just here, let me smack them cheeks, and you gonna be on the next album. You know, he might have, but I don't really think it's all like that. Especially with Puffy. These are grown people. These is grown as adults. These is grown people. These ain't kids. Cassie was 19 when she was fucking with Puff. Grown. She wasn't no minor. Okay, she was legally an adult. Oh, she was young and impressionable. Money and make. Okay, but if you really don't want to do something, like if you really don't want to do something, you're not going to do it. Facts. Facts. Let me just facts. If I don't want to do nothing, I don't give a fuck how much money, nigga. My dignity costs way more than nigga. I don't. Nigga, my dignity is worth more than anything. You can't buy my dignity. You can't buy my, especially for the guys. You can't buy my manhood. You see what Cat Williams said? He had to turn down 50 billion. He had to turn down $50 million 3 times. $50 million 3 times. You know, the average motherfucker would have took that $50 million the first time. It would have been a 3 times. Cat Williams turned it down 3 times, 50 million to go party. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's a lot of shit coming out. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't pay attention to the signs back in the day when 50 was winning. Shit, even the videos. You know, LL Cool J, y'all remember LL's verse in the remix to Flavor of the Year? We come in and say, you shit. Well, if y'all go back and look, because a lot of people y'all go back and look at that video. That same girl who's she's in the He She video. That's the same girl that's in the Biggie video, One More Chance video, where she at the bar and he come up and bust her leave at the bar. That's the same girl. Remember that girl that was in the video, went to the bathroom, she was standing up pissing. Well, yeah, well, that's a full blown training. They all know it. They all listen. They all know about that training. That training has been in all a few videos. You know what I'm saying? And here's another jewel. Drop another jewel for y'all. They say LL Cool J has been known to mess with a well-known tranny. That's a tranny trainer. He's a he's a famous trainer. You know what I'm saying? That's all I know. Yeah, but whew, we don't listen. We don't go. But now the shit is out. Everybody was like, oh, I knew it. Oh, I knew Puffy was this. I knew Puffy was that. I knew Puffy was this. Well, if everybody knew, why would all y'all go to a motherfucking freak off? Why would y'all go somewhere and y'all know this? Y'all know it's some. It ain't your average party. That's what I'm saying. People got choices. It's a choice. Either you choose to be with the shits, or you choose not to be with the shits. Clearly, all everybody who was at these parties chose to be with the shits. Oprah, Jay Z, Ella DeGeneres, Beyonce, Meek Mills, Rick Ross, LeBron James, Odell Beckham, Justin Bieber, Trey Songz, Usher. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. The list goes on. It's a choice. Go to one party, cool, but when you start going to multiple parties, that's why ain't nobody saying nothing. They don't want to say nothing because they're gonna be incriminated. They on tape doing something they ain't supposed to be doing. But again, I go back to this Hugh Hefner. You don't think they was videotaping the Hugh Hefner shits?